Hey, what's up, everybody? Eric Taylor, Taylor to You Coaching, continuing my Rising Sign Ascendant series. You know what I'm saying? Taylor to You Coaching at gmail.com. Capricorn Rising, here is the bomb. Yo, Capricorn, the GOAT in the first house, Rising Sign Ascendant. It's time to do you, man. They are structured, earthy, realistic. Sometimes very thicker, coarse hair, just ruled by Saturn. So they can look mature as they're young. They're very mature people, hardworking, successful, striving. We're going to get into all of it, all right? Eric Taylor, Taylor to You Coaching. I got you, Capricorn, and I'm going to give you a deeper perspective than most astrologers because I have twin sons with Capricorn rising and a Leo sun. All right? You're ready. Yes, sir. Capricorn, the GOAT in the first house. Yeah, man, the rising sign of righteousness, you understand? All right, Capricorn. You are the GOAT. You are the rising sign, the ruler of the 10th house, Saturn, Cardinal Earth energy. But when you come to the place where you're talking about Capricorn in the first house, the rising sign ascendant, you're talking about very hardworking, successful, realistic people who stop at nothing to get what they want, okay? But they want to share it. They do. And so it's whatever your sun sign is, Leo, like my sun, Scorpio, Virgo, whatever, Cancer. Your rising sign, though, is your ascendant, where the sun was on the eastern horizon the time you were born, day or night, but that's where that sign was. So for Capricorn the GOAT, in the first house, that means your fourth house is Aries. Aries the ram in your home roots, family, lineage, heritage, retirement. Right? That motherly love, nurturing of the fourth house ruled by Cancer. And the seventh house, it's Cancer. For marriage, relationships, negotiation, contracts, the other half. That Cancer. Okay? And then the 10th house will be Libra. The opposite of the fourth house that I see, the MC, is Libra, the scales. So let's break it down, right? So in the fourth house, Aries, most astrologers are going to tell you, like, oh, well, you felt like you had to do everything yourself and get things done and determination and yada, 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 and, fiery because of this, I don't know, whatever childhood. And I'm just like here to tell you a different perspective as a parent of Capricorn risings. I find that they feel like they want to do things on their own and take that initiative and that spark. But they're also got that like childlike Aries the ram banging spirit. Like they just want to collide and they can argue at home and be passionate and intense and just fearless and even childlike with their emotions. And they want to jump on your furniture and stuff like that. Now you might not get this perspective from everybody else, but not everybody might be raising a Capricorn in the first house that is, doing astrology videos like your boy the E, Scorpio rising in the Virgo sun. But I'll say this, it is that cardinal energy, so they are the first to wake up in the morning and prowl around because they're Leo suns, but just a very independent spirit and determination and want to get things done. But they'll start something and don't want to finish it, right? They'll eat the food and get it, but then they don't want to clean up. So it's interesting in home, but even in retirement, they're going to want a nice house. And Capricorn risings are about, okay, so they're very much about sharing their success with the ones they loved and their close ones. And they might be more into their friends or their spouse than their family, but I don't think my boys are. They love their mom and dad, and we'll see as they get older too. But in the seventh house with Cancer, because the Capricorn is so like, oh, handling my business, get things done, and assertive, well then with the Cancer, they're gonna, be more desiring that nurturing feeling. They want the person, if they choose to spend time with someone, intimacy and all that, because they're always grinding and working. You got Francis Ford Coppola, Paul Newman, Naomi Campbell on this, some of the famous people. Not as many of the Capricorn risings that I've noticed, but they want to share it with someone. They want to be cared for, have that love and that nurture. In the 10th house of career, Libra, the fairness, the balance. So they're going to realize that they need people and harmony, right? And communication, that air sign, and fairness and that thought to succeed, to have the success that they want. Okay? They will have to rely on others in a way and try to be more trusting. So that 12th house, their really unconscious spirit is Sagittarius. So they're going to be adventurous, optimistic, big into their belief system, just lucky. Really, their subconscious will be wanting to achieve and learn everything. Adventurous, right? That 9th house will be Virgo. Now this is if you're using whole sign or Placidus, and Placidus without interceptions. I'm going to start to look into the equal sign house. I know some people have been telling me about that. I use whole sign and Placidus. But so that Virgo in the 9th house, that's where they'll learn sort of the lessons. And the Virgo will figure things out, where the Capricorn just might keep pushing, and not sort of stop to self-analyze, right? The Virgo will and say, hey, well, maybe we should try it a different way. Let's reassess. And Capricorn, sometimes I think they need that rising sign, Good bone structure. Saturn rules your bones, hair, nails, skin, talking some medical astrology. So you need to know that about Capricorn Ascendants. And I think overall they just have such a determination, They don't like to lose, so sometimes they don't want to play if they don't think they can win. And that's not good. That's where the Virgo can teach them certain things. So their 2nd house is going to be the Aquarius. So their gains and stuff, it's going to be, they're going to think of innovative ways and be more cold and detached and just determined to make that money. That 3rd house, Pisces. So their communication is going to be like talking about dreamy things. And I see with my kids, they can, ask you questions about anything. They could talk about death and spirituality and their dreams and seeing ghosts and subconscious. I'm not saying that that's what my kids always talk about, but you can see that in the Capricorn with their speech and short distance travels. They like to play in water and be around water, and can have trouble discerning or assessing their siblings maybe. 4th house, we talked about that with the Aries. Well, the Taurus is going to be the 5th house for play and fun sex and this and that. So to me, it's all about the 5 senses. They're going to want to feel safe and secure when they play, but they're going to play and be stubborn and just be like, this is the way I want to do it, and we're going to play my way. But they're going to want to explore the finer things in life and their foods and eating and have fun and even have food fights. 6th house for health, Gemini. So they could have issues with their hands, their lungs, maybe lymphatic system, but their lungs, shoulders, arms. So be wary of that. But in terms of work, they'll be all very communicative. They'll love to talk and, have jack of all trades and work many jobs as they're figuring it out in life. Okay, and be pretty, they're going to want to take care of their health. They'll be in decent shape and exercise and athletic. We talked about the 7th house with Cancer. Well, that 8th house, Leo. So their power, their death, rebirth, their sex, everything's going to be heartfelt. They're going to be passionate and strong egos about their, what it is that they're into with their power and their even money, earning other people's money, inheritance. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm supposed to have that. I'm supposed to get that. 9th house Virgo, we talked about that, their philosophy and their learning, and be very practical about it, analytical, logical, critical. You have to prove things to them. And then the Libra in the 10th, 11th house Scorpio. So they might not always be so trusting of their friends, and they could definitely have some serious adversaries, open enemies. They're going to have to learn in their social groups to transform, and they will be able to transform themselves but they definitely have to have a wisdom and be careful of their friend groups, and just that they pick the right people, you know, who they commute and travel with. I think about even that detached Aquarius, well, even Pisces, right? That's interesting in the third house of short trips and travel and automobiles. They just got to be wise and careful. You know, and then the 12th house will be the Sagittarius, like I said. It's sort of very, very spiritual, intelligently smart. You know, they're smart people. You know, they can get prone, you know, caught up sometimes in lying. They're destined to achieve. They're going to be successful, okay? They will figure out whatever it is they need to do to get it done and handle that task, structure, organization. They might be messy and disorganized as they're younger, but as they get older, man, they're going to be put together and charismatic. People will be drawn to them. They'll tend to have darker eyes, like I said, thicker hair, good bone structure, you know, pretty good health. They'll have the fountain of youth, almost like Benjamin Button, in the sense that as they get older, they might look younger, because they might look, it's like having Saturn in the first house. You might look old as a little old poobah, and man as a child, little old lady. You know, they like to darker clothes, more earth tone clothes. You know, the women, their dresses. The women will have a tough demeanor to them. The men are tough too. I think about Naomi Campbell and Paul Newman. There's a sense of toughness about them. But then for the ones who know them personally, they can be more probably sweet and nurturing and loving, and really want that, right? That tough facade. Well, inside their heart, they kind of just want to be held and loved, as we all should, right? You know, so Capricorn, we're going to go inside, you know, but I just want to really talk about you guys because you're brilliant, funny, silly, playful, right? That fifth house of Taurus, man, they're going to be like, they're going to love to go out and socialize and eat and drink and this and that and have fun. Spend too much time alone, that could be dangerous. They could get into depression and stuff like that. They tend to need to be more social. And the sun, sign, and moon depends, right? Your rising signs, your outer mask, your appearance does set up the whole chart, but it's the paint on the car. Then the brand of the car, the Mercedes or whatever, that's the ego, right? The sun, your personality. And then inside the car, how everything works, the brakes, the engine, that's the moon, your emotions, how you turn, how you react. All right, you got to react with righteousness. So I know my boy's got that Scorpio moon and the Leo sun and the Capricorn rising. Whew. Wild energy, the GOAT. So, Eric Taylor, Taylor 2 Coaching. Thank you for the love and support. Keep writing comments and let me know what rising sign you want me to do next. I just did Libra, doing Capricorn. Maybe next I'll do Virgo, Gemini, maybe Cancer. Let me know. You can vote, comment down below on YouTube, or hit me up at Taylor 2 Coaching on my Facebook page or IG. At Twitter, it's at Taylor2C. And check me out on this adventure that I do. You know, March 4th, I'll be back, 10 a.m. Pacific on the One Worldwide United TV.com on Facebook Live streaming. Check that out. The WUN TV, the One. Check out the website, the Twitter, the Facebook, IG. All right. So Capricorn rising, you're not surprising. Understand, I see what's in your eyes and darkness. Not evil, but just this dark look, and they're amazing people. They are destined to achieve and be successful, right? That sixth house of work is Gemini. Man, they're going to be great writers, jack of all trades, and the communication. They love to talk. They love to socialize. And they'll be good with their co-workers, you know? They could watch being gossipy, you know, stuff like that. But overall, man, Capricorn, the Ascendant, the first house, the rising sign, you're something else. All right, let's hear some of my notes and stuff like that. I hope you guys like when I do that. I can't memorize everything, and I just like to have the computer read it, you know. It's hard, you know, when you're blind as a bat, you can't always see everything. It's alright. I make do. I do good. The best relationship love coach you'll ever find. So hit me up, Tailor to You Coaching. Reworking my program. It's amazing, man. And I'm just honored and love helping people and blessing people. And that's what I've been doing and been able to do for, my clients. So you definitely want to reach out to tailor2youcoaching@gmail.com and check out tailor2youcoaching.com. Making some switches. All my birth charts, right? 12 houses, full custom video summary, $150. Same with numerology report. Okay? My prices went up because I'm busy working with a ton of clients. And I give you my heart and soul and that Virgo work ethic, that Mamba mentality. Alright? Emotional day. Kobe and Gigi, 224, right? First day of Pisces. And they honor the great man. Alright, Capricorn. Let's keep it going. It's your hard-working self. Sometimes you gotta relax and take a break, okay? With your initiating cardinal energy, And they're very playful at home. They don't like to get into deep emotions with that Aries in the 4th house, okay? Trust me. I know a lot of Aries. It's a very interesting energy at home. And I see you, Capricorn the goat. Yeah, man. Tailor to You Coaching. All right, Tailor to You Coaching with the Capricorn the goat on the Ascendant. So that's the Capricorn in the 1st house, okay? The Ascendant. And so you see they'll have Sagittarius, which we spoke about, on the 12th, Aquarius, and then 2nd, and then Pisces in the 3rd. You see the Aries on the 4th. So this is really, just an example chart. There's the Cancer in the 4th and the 7th, your opposite, right? And then the MC, the Libra, in the 10th. So it is really, it's just fascinating, and they're fascinating people. Capricorn, the Gizote. Tailor to You Coaching. And definitely hit me up, tailor2youcoaching.com. Hit me up at tailor2youcoaching@gmail.com. Taking my clients. Love to do your birth chart, symmetry charts, numerology. It's $150 for each. And with the birth chart, you get custom video summary, full 12 house report. You just can't beat that, okay, Capricorn? With your very serious self. Let's really look into what I think is really cool, just breaking down and just hearing my little Capricorn notes for the goat, Really amazing, special people who I have a lot of respect for because, like I said, my sons are on this rising ascendant.
Capricorn rising sign, Cardinal Earth Sign. Strong eyes and eyebrows are thick and bushy, very strong face, great bone structure, and don't really need makeup. Grumpy face or a serious face. They are serious, tough, durable people, can handle tough times. Can do anything in business, achieve with strong grace. They mature at a young age, can be serious and extra tough on themselves, can become loners, might be very stubborn and want to do things their way, difficult to break their own routine they like. Dark colors, might dress on the more conservative side. Ambitious people who are about their business. They feel like they can only count on themselves. They find comfort in friends and partner, might be not as connected to their family, very self-sufficient. They will get what they desire and work with help from others and to share it with someone special, secretly romantic, very caring for loved ones. Capricorn, 1st house, Aries in the 4th house, Cancer in the 7th house, Libra in the 10th house. Famous Capricorn rising signs: Paul Newman, Francis Ford Coppola, Dakota Johnson, Naomi Campbell, Joan Jett, Carrie Fisher, Jane Fonda, Carmen Electra. They don't like to lose, need to learn from Virgo in 9th house. Sagittarius in the 12th house can be adventurous with a brave spirit, will take risks.
There you go. They're very brave and they know who they are, you know. Carmen Electra, you know, Coppola, Newman. They're fascinating. I think at the end of the day, what you have to remember, discipline, organized structure, and they've got to let loose and learn how to have fun. And their way of having fun is going to be cars and food because they want to achieve. And Taurus in the 5th house are hobbies and fun and playful fun, sex and all that stuff. Well, it's that Taurus energy. So they're going to be all into eyes, ears, taste, you know, touch. So they're going to want nice things and that Venus energy for play. So they're going to achieve and want to spend money on some toys and have nice cars and all these different things and go to great restaurants and travel and, you know, see these great things. Very adventurous spirit, but they're going to be not dogmatic, but they're going to, okay, so they'll be practical about faith and beliefs and religion, and they'll be, you know, I think they'll be better off when they're in a relationship in terms of growing spiritually and have an intuitive sense about them once they're in love with that Capricorn energy there. You know, but they're going to be very innovative in terms of the way they attack things and make money, you know, and really have a strong emotional attachment to their friends, but they can also attract some bad energy friends. So they're going to need that discernment with that Scorpio in the 11th house. Okay. So be your great selves, Capricorn Ascendants, you know, and just be realistic. You are the Earth sign. You are about achievement, very self-sufficient, but allow others to help you. And you can learn from others, and you'll have your highest achievements of fame and career with the Libra in the 10th house when you find harmony and balance of not just being a workaholic on your own, but allowing others to join you on the ride with that Libra energy and how you relate and speak to others. And they're magnetic like that. All right, especially with the Scorpio, the 11th house, and the Leo in the 8th. People will be attracted to their magnetic energy. So hit me up, tailoredtocoaching@gmail.com. All right, Capricorn. I'm out without a doubt. Yeah, Tailored to Coaching. Remember, together, we are transforming your life one session at a time. The best relationship, love, life coach you'll ever have. I promise. Tailored to Coaching. Peace. Capricorn in the 1st house, your Saturn strong goat you. Later.